Oh my
Okay.
God, do not let that happen again. No.
I don't know what happened. I told you I don't use.
Some guy took over and was trying to play yo-yo with us, and no.
That was weird.
No, that was like really strange. And then when you jumped off, some woman with no teeth jumped on and asked me if she wanted, like, if I wanted to play with her. No. Oh, you can't leave me like that again.
I'll do my best. I'm doing my best over here. Okay.
Uh-huh. Listen, this is why I produce the show and handle all of the internet. We just can't let Miss Nikki over here free on the internet. Can't let her free on the internet. It's still bad.
It's an unsafe place for the
Yeah, I
baby, and
mean,
I'm the
literally,
baby.
we just tried to go live, and you had us tied up with some of the, I don't know, people that would probably shame carnival, like carnies and shit. What just happened? No,
I
no.
don't know. I'm just here.
Yeah, no.
So,
We
hi.
handle
Welcome.
all of that stuff. See,
I feel
like,
like, here,
no.
look. I feel like it's time to introduce ourselves a little bit. And, like, okay, so TikTok's not normally our platform, but we're branching out to it. So, if you love true crime, I'm your true crime girl. If you love weird and all things unexplained,
Yeah.
he's your girl. Um, yeah. And TikTok makes me look way fatter than I am. I don't like it.
I think so too. It makes me look weird too. Look, like I don't look the same without the makeup and the hair extensions, and my hair is white. I need to dye it. Anyway, I don't think anybody's watching anyway.
So, okay, well, we'll choose it to discuss like what is at the moment really going on
Someone
with.
joined. I don't know that person, but hello.
All right, so what is going on? Like, what's the current status or new? Like, what are we working on for unexplained? What are we working on over here? Um, oh, this guy that just came in. Oh, sir, I love you. I'm like fangirling so hard right now. Like,
Aw,
really. I'm
pager is that
fangirling
one?
hard. Yes. I like
I
am
think
so
I've
he's my
seen that.
favorite. Not gonna lie. Um, he does like he translates people's tattoos when they get these tattoos and they don't know what the fuck they got.
Yeah.
And so he does like the episodes of how fucked up is fucked up. And these people get some crazy shit. He's my favorite.
Wow.
I don't have
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us.
I don't have any tattoos that he translates
I
ever.
have several in different languages.
I
I
would
think
never do tattoo me.
I have like 5 tattoos in different languages, I believe. I think it's only 5.
Please for the love of God, don't tell me you have anything in Arabic.
No, no,
If you do, I'm sending it to
no.
him.
I know what it means, but no, there's nothing in Arabic. Um, yeah, no. Cool that he's here.
So, anyways, oh, Tony's here. I love. But no, so it's really crazy. We were talking earlier about like all these things that keep coming to light with some of the cases that we talked about. And
Mm.
today was interesting in the studio. I spent
Mm.
4 hours on the phone um, with someone about a case that we've already looked at, and we started getting like, well, we started getting like random um messages about, and I was like, okay, well, let's see, and we'll
Right.
talk to her. And so 4 hours on the phone with this person.
And that was the John Estes case. So
Yeah.
yeah, and you guys, if you haven't watched that, go check us out on YouTube because we're about to come out with a part 2 with
Yeah.
actual information that it's gonna be mind blown.
So,
It's going to blow everyone's mind.
okay, what's really crazy is the Amber Alert that went out the other day out of Louisiana. The
Mm,
guy, so the guy that the Amber Alert was out on was a guy named David Callahan. I believe
mm,
Callahan, something like that. Anyways, um, what gets Daniel? I had to look it up. Anyways, Daniel. So what gets really crazy is the person that reached out to me was like, I know this guy's sister, and hey Brett. And so I was like, I know this guy's sister, and I think that you need to hear this. And I was like, okay, well, I have a little bit of free time because we're working on this, the other cases that we have laying on the desk right now. And wow, wow. Apparently, this girl, the guy's sister has gone to MBI and to the county and said, like,
mm.
he confessed to his sister that he was involved in John's murder.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yes, fucking explosion. It's wild. And they have basically been like, no, we don't know. We didn't hear anything. You didn't tell us anything. And they're not even looking into it at all.
Hmm.
Um, they're not
But,
even like,
but, but we're not going to
legal.
give too much information here. But we both know why now. We totally know why. So,
Yeah. So, but then there's other people that I have like, we're going to, oh yeah, we've got some hot names to drop. So after I got all this information and then I made a couple of calls and I kind of double checked some sources or whatever. And then I actually was like, this seems kind of reasonable for a part two. And yeah, so we're definitely going to get on working on the part two for his
right.
case. And what do you
But
have coming up on yours?
we've got some heavy duty ones though coming up on cocktails. I don't know. We're in the mid swing of the Missy Beavers case right now, and part two coming up probably in the next week or so. And then after that, we're gonna tackle bullying. Bullying. I can't
So
talk.
I
Hey
the one that I
Ty.
think
Oh,
most and least excited to cover, um, just because it's so. And I'm gonna go live in a few days when so my best friend and another friend of mine was murdered on St. Patrick's Day here in Jackson. It's been 1 year and the trial just started, and I will actually be going live to discuss Pout and Juby's murder and all of the facts with it. Right now, I'm being quiet. I'm not saying anything. Um, and I told you, when we talked about it, I'll go live and I'll discuss all of that in depth
mhm.
and discuss the case and all the shit behind Josh's murder. And then we have some just really heavy, heavy cases that are, yeah, I think that when we wrap up this season, it's going to be a much needed. I'm going to take a long vacation.
Yeah, right. Um, but I mean, over on my side, while I think most of the people here, if you're a fan, I host both of them, my Unexplained, and I'm just playing with monsters and medical mysteries. And you want to hear
Yeah, do
about
you
a
have?
fun medical mystery?
What are we doing?
I can't. Mercritis? How do you pronounce it?
Listen, okay, so that is out of okay.
I can't.
First off, I wake up with a case of that quite often.
Okay, wait. We need to explain to them what it is, though.
So
Oh my
apparently,
god.
there's a legend here in Mississippi, and it basically said that men were eating lead paint, and it was producing like a pheromone that was causing women to go into like homicidal rage. I call that PMS, but
Oh, God.
they call it so apparently like it overtook. I don't know,
I
it was a
call that
government.
Tuesday morning, like, it just depends.
But I didn't go into rage, so maybe I just had like the pre-mercritis
I don't
symptoms.
know. I don't even know how to pronounce it. All I know is that it's like if
I
your man smells a certain way, then you're gonna want to kill him. Um, and
so
I think
I
Nikki, I think we both experience that like a couple times a week with our husbands. But it's yeah, no.
so it was. This is what's so crazy. So this apparently happened. It's like this whole urban legend here in the state of Mississippi. And supposedly it was an outbreak in the 1950s. So this isn't like from the 1800s. This is like the 1950s. There was this like local lore in this small town that said this infectious disease transformed all these women into like homicidal maniacs.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm feeling like that one of our fellow women just got smart. She was like, my fucking husband's irritating me. He smells funny. Get the hell away from me. I'm gonna flip out.
supposedly this pheromone or whatever, men would ingest these large amounts of lead from like paint. I guess they were eating paint. I don't know. I don't know. And they would like
Licking the walls. I
it,
don't know.
this chemical would like work with these males' bodies,
I
and all
can't.
women in this nearby range would just go into like fits of rage and like they were like murderous like psycho thing. And
I can't get through this one without laughing. Like,
because it's so insane, like how honey, first off, why are you eating paint?
right. Well, men are pretty dumb. Just saying. So,
But no, I mean they were like eating paint supposedly, and that you can never find. So all the research I've done, I can never actually find the name of the town where this outbreak happened in the 50s. But then I was doing some research, you and I were talking, and then it became like this government conspiracy of like a cover up, like the government like put this out here and caused women to become homicidal lunatics, and then they covered it up. But I did find a write up um,
mm,
from like an old newspaper where they were discussing it, and I actually found the so supposedly the town that it happened in is like a ghost town area now, which I know isn't true because I know the ghost towns around here. Um, but they said the medical community has covered it up. It was a government cover up. So yeah, you
no,
have your hands full with this one because yeah, we're all gonna catch the mercritis.
I already caught it. I have it like severe case of it. And I should be still like in a honeymoon phase, but sometimes, you know, um,
Can you
yeah.
get mercritis from someone that's not your actual husband?
I would think it's just a man disease. Like men are
Yeah,
horrible.
that's kind
Yeah.
of what I was thinking.
Mhm.
But no, you're gonna have fun with that one. I think you're gonna have a good time.
I don't know. We'll see if I can get through writing it without laughing.
I don't
I guess it's like I just picture my husband when I'm pissed off, like I go
right.
a little homicidal.
Did this happen like once a month? Because we call that PMS.
Yeah, no, it's not that. Um, Other than that, oh, I'm writing about the Kentucky vampire cult.
That
Um,
one's gonna be a
I
whole
can see a
show.
lot of bad stuff too because I mean Kentucky, you know,
Have you ever driven through Kentucky?
I don't want to. I
I
don't want
have.
to.
Okay,
Uh,
so I've done
Basically,
the
there was a lot of incest going on in this one,
yeah.
family molestation and rape. Yeah, so that's all you really need to know. Kentucky vampire cult, drink each other's blood, kind of. I know.
The shit that we find and the rabbit holes that we end up in
Uh-huh.
are I
Yeah.
just don't even have words. Like we end up in these rabbit holes of like
Hmm.
how did we get here? I
Yep.
do need to send a shout out though to our friends over my bestest people's Miles Flat. If you've never heard of them, go follow their TikTok.
Yeah.
Um, go give them love. Now go check out Full Send Off Road podcast because those are also our peoples and I love them so much.
Um,
Um, and go, of course, if you're in the Jackson area, come show me love at work at Tavern because that's where I live these days.
I know.
I'm either
She
in my
forgets
office or
about
in.
me. She forgets about me, so, leaves me to my own devices.
I know.
We know it's not
Terrible.
good. I know.
No, because then you get mercritis.
Right? Yep. So,
So what else is going on with like I know that you have a ton of stuff going on with Unexplained. You got new
we
sponsors. Um
got a
you've got
couple
some
new
really good.
sponsors. We are an affiliate with W Energy. W Energy looks like some good stuff. They've got energy powders and drinks, like the canned drinks, like you would get. But apparently there's no crash, no jitters, no. So that's like important. But um, really cool flavors, pre-workout stuff, a lot of cool stuff over there. So yeah, we got them. Um, hmm?
I said that would like I'm gonna go check them out. I wonder if it mixes with my vodka.
No, pretty sure that's not. I mean, I don't know. I would imagine you could, but like, I would like to see you on some pre-workout mixed with vodka. You
I
wouldn't
feel
know
like
which way to go. You'd be walking on the bar like it's a treadmill.
oh yeah, back in the day I used to mix like I would put pre-workout scoops in my vodka before work. Yeah, I don't know how I have not had like a fucking massive heart attack at this point.
I
I used to
know.
shotgun Red Bulls at work. Like
Scare
I don't
me.
know how I'm still like honest to God, like I one day my heart's gonna be like, I'm off the team. You've done
Mm,
enough.
yeah. Or it's gonna just be like I'm done.
Thank
Um,
you. A friend actually made this for me and she's our sponsor on the show. And I don't know, you can't see it because I have my background going, but
are you
we're
talking to
hardcore
someone?
back to blue, hardcore. Um, I would say my 2.0 love of my life, something I don't
Mm,
even um friend is an officer and has been for 25, 26 years. So yeah, we're hardcore back to blue over here.
I can't see your comments, so I'm assuming you're talking to someone.
Yeah. I know it's weird. I don't know how
Like we run
there's
our own platform just for people like watching and they're like, what's wrong with them? I don't even know. Like what do I even call myself? For sure, a producer. I produce
the producer
shows
and
and
like I don't know.
stuff.
I guess people like the producer,
Anyway,
co-host, backbone, all
well,
of
anyway,
it.
I own my own like hosting platform, if that makes sense. Nikki understands. Um, and other artists and stuff can come on and use that. But we're used to that setup and completely confused here at TikTok. So
I'm like fiddling my
we'll
way
get
through
in
this.
it.
Oh, that's awesome! You retired 3 months ago. How long were you? Like how long did you work in that field? Ooh, that one was a little strong. I made that one with Chick-fil-A diet lemonade and my vodka. It's a little stout. I like it.
Oh, my husband
I,
joined. Hi, honey.
oh, six. Yeah. So he's my person, whatever he is. It's been 20, going on 27 years. The oh yeah, like September will be like 27 years.
Wow.
So yeah,
Why can't I see the comments? I can see people joining the room, but I
I don't know. It's weird.
no.
I'm gonna have to get a drink off camera because
Can someone tell us how? Like I don't know.
listen, I'm just happy to be here at this point. I'm just happy to be here. What can I say?
I'm confused. I want to see the
Oh,
comments.
Gino is here. That's my brother from another mother.
Who?
Gmo.
Oh, I can't. I literally only see a few things here and there.
I don't know.
I
Thanks
see
for all the
Aaron Gobra joined. Do you see that one?
what?
I saw somebody named Aaron joined, and my husband joined. Hi, honey.
See,
Mm.
I you can only see the ones in yours, and I can only see the ones in mine.
Hey, okay, okay.
I'm fangirling so hard that you're in here. I just want you to know that. Like, I literally go if I'm having a bad day, I go like look at your videos and find the ones that make me laugh the most, which are always the tattoo ones. Those are my favorite. So, but no,
Mm,
getting into so I figured we could talk about. I know one of the things we kind of want to talk about was like the upcoming show with like the bullying,
mm,
and I don't really want to give too much away, but I do kind of want to preface the like going into getting ready to do that show because I know that we're going to post clips and everything. Um, for the people that are listening and are watching, like understand that like this will not be a monetized show in any shape, form, or fashion. There will be no merch, no sponsorship. It will be 100%. I guess it's like the rawest show we're ever going to do. Um, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not because it's a very sensitive. Um, I
mm.
don't even the topic itself is just so sensitive and the nature of everything um really just like hits home and I'm gonna piss off an entire town, so I'm ready because I have the opinion, which has always been the motto at our show. I'll take the heat while everybody else takes the break. So, and I definitely took the heat when we did the John Paul case, so
Oh my God, yeah.
I
Um,
took a lot of heat, but it is what it is. We're gonna roll with it. And um I think we're gonna probably have another part two for Missy. I think that's probably what we're gonna do. I think we'll definitely do a part two. I don't know if we're gonna do it next or if we're gonna dive into the vampire Kentucky crazy people. I don't know. I mean,
well, that one's
yeah.
coming up next on Unexplained. So, but then like we could totally dissect that one. That would be fun. Um, yeah.
I think it's gonna be yeah. I think that one's gonna be fun. And I know you've got some crazy stuff, but I do have a very serious question for you. Centaurs
Uh-oh.
have belly buttons.
You guys. Okay, so I get fan mail and weird stuff all the time, and I told Nikki, "Oh my God, I got the weirdest email, and it was literally somebody asking me if centaurs have belly buttons, and if they do, where is it?" So anybody, I mean, do you think they have? I don't know. I mean, wouldn't it have to be like I don't know, like on the horse? Well, no. I mean, maybe it would be higher up on the torso. I don't know.
So I don't know who commented what, but something just popped up and said some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. If you have something
Oh,
negative to say, just hop in my inbox and say we can duke it out. I'll be glad to post you. I don't really give a fuck. I'm just gonna go on and tell you over here, I give two fucks about your feelings. Okay, just
maybe they were
saying.
talking bad about me. I mean,
You can talk about whoever they want,
um,
but don't come for me unless I send for you.
right.
Brittany, what's going on with the Sherry case? I'm still working on it. That goes into the Dixie Mafia triangle of shit.
I've got
Um,
half of that written, so
we have
we'll dive into that.
Dixie Mafia. Like I have
Maybe
thousands
that'll
of
be like a series finale, because I've got a lot of that written.
yeah. So we'll do. Obviously, we're gonna get into the Dixie Mafia. That'll probably be the wrap up for the season finale for season two, and then season three will probably come in and do the. I think we're probably gonna maybe hit West Memphis 3. Um, I mean, I have thousands upon so West Memphis 3. I mean, I spend all the time working on one and then we'll bounce into another. And then in between that, I'm constantly working on all this stuff with West Memphis 3 because obviously, if you know me at all, you know that's a case that I am hardcore, super passionate about. I was there the day those boys walked out of jail, and I am in any shape, form, or fashion willing to help try to clear their name because they just got railroaded by society and they wore fucking black clothes. And then we're gonna have One case that I know that we're gonna do, which is gonna be the it's very personal because it's one of my best friends who's been missing for quite a while, and we know what happened to him. Just have no
Hmm.
justice for him. We've never found him, so we're actually waiting until there are some remains that were just found. Um, so my
Uh,
shit just said my live is restricted for some audience.
yeah, it says that it just gave me a warning. It says that we touch themes that are not appropriate or some shit. It's true crime. What do you expect? But yeah. It gave me a warning saying that if I was uncomfortable talking with you, that I could disconnect. I
Whatever,
think maybe they have mercritis.
like it, but no. We're obviously gonna get into one that's super personal and very emotional, but I want justice for my friend, and I'm gonna
Uh-oh,
piss
you're
off some folks.
frozen.
Why am I frozen? I shouldn't be frozen.
There you are. There you are. That's weird.
Oh, it's probably because I got a text.
Oh, maybe.
It's probably because I got a text. Um, yeah, obviously I need to tell everybody before you come in here. The name of the show is Cocktails and Crimes. It's not. I mean, if you can't comprehend what we talk about, then maybe you
Why
should go
are
back to
you
school.
here? Yeah, I mean, what's, I don't know.
I don't know, and don't really care, honestly.
Maybe someone got triggered over the whole do centaurs have belly button question. I mean,
Maybe they're gonna really be triggered when I tell them. Do you know they have to slap their own ass to run?
it's true though. Like it's 100% true.
And that's the stuff that you get to deal with it unexplained. I think it's
I
hilarious.
know. I know. You see all my graphics where I'm surrounded by my monsters. It's hilarious. My son is the mastermind behind a lot of the graphics. He's like, we need to put you surrounded by like these horrific monsters. What? Like the more gross they are, the better he thinks it is. So
I
not
mean,
sure if I should worry or if he's just creative or but you got the adult kids saying, wait, we want a monster too. I'm like, oh God. So
I think that we all should get pet aliens when they invade.
yes, yes, yes. Um, my recent, we talked about my sponsor, Debbie, the energy drink. I have Mr. Peanut Butter Man in the background of that ad, and I can't help it. I want to bite him. It looks tasty.
Like
Nope.
I love
Huh?
it. You know
Yeah.
what though? I will tell you this much. I think we're gonna be so. Um, I think it's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna record our next show if we do it this weekend or whatever. I think I'm gonna record it from the beach. Should be
Ooh.
fun.
You guys, she does all this crazy fun stuff, and I don't get to do anything. I'm just here writing and producing her show, and she has me locked in her basement, just so you know.
I
Just
do. I
yeah,
really do.
I'm laying down because I'm stuck in her basement. Yeah,
I told
she
you
just
I'll
keeps
feed you. Calm down.
I was hungry earlier. Anyway, but
Calm down.
yeah, no.
Food. Calm down. My whole life's been like, I'm gonna order a pizza. Are you good with Italian? And I was like, don't make it sound so classy. That's like telling me I'm gonna have a Lunchable, but it's a charcuterie board. It's
Oh,
pizza.
that's funny.
I'm good with that. Whatever. I like we had such a like we got back and it was a long weekend and we had fun, but like I always feel like when you come back from any kind of vacation, you need a vacation from your vacation.
I
And
swear
I
to God, I went to Disneyland with one of my adult kids, the baby, and we had a blast. But when I got back, I was like, damn, I feel like I need like 3 more days just to recuperate, you know? Like I
So
just need.
we took off. We left on Friday, which I worked at the bar Thursday night, and so I got off at like I didn't get home until like 4 in the morning, and I got home and took a shower, and I got in bed, and I got like 2 maybe 3 hours of sleep, and then we took off, and we were in Louisiana. You know, it was like a 3.5 hour drive over, and then
Mm.
just like we stayed over there, and oh my god, it's like we left. We were supposed to come back on Monday, and then we decided Sunday because the weather was just crappy. We were like, you know what? We could just leave tonight, go home, sleep in our bed. You know, we'll
Mm.
do that. And so we drove back Sunday night, and I slept like all the way back. I
Yeah.
stopped. We stopped for fuel, and I like woke up, and I was like, "Where are we?" And he was like, "We're in Hammond," and I was like, "All right, I'm going back to sleep." So I like laid back, laid back down, and like went back to sleep. And then we got home. I walked straight in the house straight to my bed, and I stayed there until like 1 in the afternoon. I was exhausted.
So where are you
So,
going this weekend without me?
probably to Destin for the weekend.
That's in
Um,
Mississippi or somewhere else?
so my friend Cheyenne, who my little songbird, she moved from here and now lives in like in between Destin and Pensacola, and so I'm probably gonna go see her because I haven't seen her, but once
But
since
that's in
she
your
moved.
state, right? It's in Mississippi?
Oh, that's Florida.
Oh, I thought
Like
so.
4.5, 5 hour drive. It's not bad. I'll probably leave out of here. I'll probably work Thursday and then leave out Friday morning. Go down there and stay until like Monday
Oh,
and come
wow.
back. I'm just gonna. There's so many shark attacks going on right now in Florida. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay. I know I'm not getting in the water.
Don't get in the water. But
I will not be in the
mm,
water.
well, like
That's why it's going 3 day,
kind
and I
of
was
like
like,
sharks are just a little wild this season. Like right now, we have one in it's hanging out, Santa Cruz, California. It's just hanging out by the shore. It's a great
we
white.
had
Weird.
in Boston, we had 3 attacks within like a 4 mile span in only like a 2 hour period. So
Mm.
like they got one girl out of the water, and then not even as they were loading her up, another call came in for another attack, and it was like right on the beach, and like I think it was like maybe 2 miles, 3 miles down, and then as they were getting them out, they get a call as they're like leaving the scene for another attack.
Wow.
Down, and so they were like flying, obviously flying double reds to say, "Hey, keep your dumb ass out of the water." And
Mm.
of course, people don't listen and act like they don't know what it means. And so there are like all these videos right now. Like you can go look up like 30A, like Fort Walton, Destin, Pensacola, Santa Rosa, Navarre, Mariana, all these areas on the Emerald Coast, and you can actually go look at the videos that they're posting every day of these giant bull sharks, just like less than a foot and a half off the shore.
So weird. I
I
don't
told
know.
somebody I was like, unless that shark grows legs and walks up to my lounger,
Mm.
it ain't gonna be me, bro.
Mm.
So
No. Well, that's cool.
that maybe where I film. I might like sit on my lounger and film on the beach.
I'm so jealous. I'm
Oh,
stuck. I can't go anywhere.
have you thought about the whole Vegas thing in September?
Yeah, I thought we were going to do it. We will firm those details up later. Vegas should
Right.
watch out. We will be unsupervised.
Airplane tickets are already bought. I'm super excited.
Um,
So cannot
what is that
wait.
noise? What is that
I don't
noise behind you? Do you hear it?
do, but I don't know what it
Hissing
is.
noise. I don't know. Let's.
So, but yeah. So, um, now I feel like there were some cases we wanted to talk about, and I was just like, oh, I wanted to like kind of a follow up on Summer Wells.
Mm, I don't think there's much
Just
movement on that one though.
I think so. I was looking just
Oh,
kind of,
oh, oh, but you know what? The one we were talking about the other day, Nicholas Downey?
yeah.
Oh my God. That one, I've followed that one for years, and I swear somebody climbed in his car. You know?
I honestly believe that you know what? I want to believe someone jumped in his car, but the other part of me thinks that he wasn't the one driving the car back.
In the first
I
place.
I don't
Yeah.
think he was driving back in the first place. Because in the videos and stuff, you can't clearly make out that it's him, so it's very debatable. And I think that the only reason they
Could.
did the car where they did is because the owner that he rented it through on the Toro app or whatever. I think when he sent the message, it freaked him out,
Mm.
and they. That's what I really speculate. Um, I don't know. I could be wrong though. You know.
Well, I wondered, like, right. I think you're right. I think you're on to that theory with that. But so he goes to see his wife who had drug issues, but she's in rehab now. So he goes there and he's got her cell phone and his cell phone, right? So what if he leaves there from seeing her? Huh?
She was in rehab like 15, 20 minutes from my house.
All right. So what if he leaves there or attempts to leave there and gets mugged and
In the
killed?
area where it was,
Right where
100,000,000%
right.
possible.
So like right where she's at, you know what I mean? So he gets mugged and killed and thrown away somewhere and no one thinks to even look for him until the car goes off course.
Exactly.
Miles and miles and miles away.
And here's the thing. One of the big things for me is that I know the area because I know where she was in rehab. And I know that area really well, and I know that the crime rate is so insanely fucking
Mhm.
high in that area. Number one, and number two, we don't know what could have transpired even on the road. So even if he did get out of that area or whatever, they wouldn't have known, I don't think, to take the car back to Florida. But the thing is so the person that rented this man this car never actually saw this person, right?
Right. It's like a car service or something. Yeah.
And would have no one would have been any wiser. So when they left, whoever was driving the car and went opposite direction, that's when the red flag came up that something was wrong.
Right.
But I couldn't find and I like I said, I haven't really gone too deep into it yet. I have a ton of stuff that I need to like read that I've saved and
I
everything.
followed it from day one, and I remember watching the news one night, and it was on in front of me, and I was like, "Whoa!" This it just caught my attention because it was so bewildering.
Yeah.
So, um, and I've followed it ever since, and I 100% believe foul play. I don't think he walked away from his life.
No,
I
one
don't think
hundred
he would have
percent
left his
don't.
wife in that situation, you know, like he was her lifeline, you know. She was trying to get healthy and well, and he was out there.
Exactly. And we don't actually know. That's what going in and doing these cases, some of the times you have to remember that like we don't actually even know the extent or like what her actual reason for being in this rehab was.
Mm,
I had to
I
plug my
want to
phone up,
say
so now.
that, yeah, I want to say that I read that it was drugs. It wasn't a
Yeah,
physical thing
so
like surgery or anything like that. It was drug or alcohol abuse.
no, what I mean is like we don't know if there was like she had some prior history of like maybe she had had some surgeries and they had like pain pilled her up, or we don't know
Mm,
like the extent.
yeah.
I know that something I read said that he had some like past things himself, and I don't know if maybe I don't believe, let me rephrase that, I don't believe that his maybe him and his past or whatever kind of came back to haunt him. I don't think anything like that. I
I don't
just,
think so.
there are a lot of
I
questions I
think
have.
straight up, he was a victim of foul play. Somebody caught him, mugged him, stole that car, and that's why so the owner of the car is tracking its progress. When it goes off course into the other direction, the owner sends a message to the car, and then all of a sudden the car goes abandoned, not far from where he fueled it or
Yes.
whatever.
And that's,
So
see, that's the thing. Okay, so when I first started looking into it, and I was like, okay, let's see, and I have some of the, let me keyword through my articles that I have saved because I can keyword them. Um,
the sounds of your keyboard make me happy.
my clicky board,
Yes.
my clicky board. So this is the thing. I genuinely had questions because he stopped in Mariana, which is in the Destin area, right?
Oh my God.
Like, or not Destin,
I
headed
think we
back.
just need to do this
He was
case, right?
headed back to like the Tampa area to drop this car off. And I think that for whatever reason, if he was in that car on the return trip, I don't think that he was in the return car on the trip willingly. Does that make sense?
No, I
Are
agree,
you
but I
picking
don't
up
think
what I'm saying?
I don't think he was in the car at all.
I
Because
really,
like I don't think so. I think he was like mugged. The car was taken before he ever hit the road.
that's what
I
I think.
believe if he was in that car like against his will, you would have found some traces or perhaps his body, somewhere close by the car. Who, like,
There's
think about it. If somebody holds him like hostage, they're not going to drive and then abandon the car and then drag him along with them. That would just cause too much, trouble. They probably killed him, but before he ever made that road trip back. And that's why no one's ever found his body because they were looking in the wrong place. That's just my thought.
yeah. So this says that he was on his way back from visiting his wife when he pulled off I-10 to recharge the car behind a McDonald's in Mariana, Florida. Security footage shows a single person exiting the vehicle before pulling onto State Road 71 heading south instead of getting back on 10. Now here's the thing. They said it shows a single person. They never
Or
once
just,
said that it was
or yeah.
Nicholas. They never
Right.
confirmed that
And
it was his identity.
it doesn't, but like we've talked about before, even in our most recent Missy Beavers case, like I've always said, when law enforcement is tight lipped, it's because they know more. If they release that information, it would compromise the case. So that's most likely why they didn't describe the individual. But I still think that he was never in the car. I think somebody got him before that.
I've told you a
Wasn't
few
it?
times.
Well,
I think there's way more.
wasn't it a Tesla or
Yeah,
what year was that? The case.
2023. So this is really current.
Recent, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really current, and
Somebody's got to be an
so
idiot to steal a Tesla, though. I mean, those
that's
things
the
get
thing.
cracked, right? I mean, hello.
And they said that both of the phones were found inside the car. There was a
Yeah.
change of clothes, his drone that he used for work.
Hmm.
Now one of the phones was Nick's and one was his wife's.
Hmm.
Um, and there were, so they said that they brought out canine and aerial units, and there's absolutely no, like, there were barely any even footprints around this car. Like, this wasn't like 10 people got out of this car and walked away.
Aliens. No.
Basically, I mean, it's like he walked into
Aliens.
thin air.
No, aliens. They beamed him up. No footprints. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Okay,
Like
since I
me.
host Unexplained Realms, I sometimes see these true crime cases, and I'm like, it's got to be aliens. It
Oh,
has
I'm
to be,
telling you. It's
right?
like the one that you did a while back with the guy with the phone call or whatever. You know what I'm talking
Mm,
about?
which one? I've done. I've Like I think we're in season 5 now. So God, which one was it?
And I can't remember the name of it.
Well, tell me what the story was.
No, he made like the weird phone call and was like
Brandon
walking.
Lawson?
I think that was
Walking
it.
past Abilene, Texas. Okay, yeah, that was Brandon Lawson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I have not tackled that one. Huge fan of True Crime Garage. I love those guys. But they did an episode on that one and they slowed that audio down and it's still almost unintelligible.
Yeah.
I feel like he encountered dirty cops, something going on, and someone snatched him and killed him. His body's not in that area. They've combed it everywhere. They've looked everywhere. Farmers around them have cooperated, and they found nothing. That's aliens.
There's
No,
something.
I kind of feel like if you when you listen, like I said, I'm a fan of True Crime Garage. Those guys are awesome at their audio stuff. If you listen to that slowed down recording, it's as if he's saying I saw something, two guys, blah blah blah. So you can't really
Yeah.
make it out, but it feels like maybe two
Could have been
guys.
alien.
Maybe they weren't guys. They were aliens. I don't know. But yeah,
Hey,
that
that girl on the airplane was convinced.
was. mm, yep.
The
Um,
motherfuckers are not real.
whatever happened to her? Do we know?
I don't know. I haven't like looked into it. I kind of should though.
Yeah,
And she was like
she would have went into
very.
hiding.
I mean,
What was
I,
that?
I guess like I think she was convinced. Like she was 100% like convinced that whatever she saw or whoever was not fucking real. But my whole thing was just like she didn't appear to me intoxicated. She appeared to be scared.
Wait, you've never met drunk me. Drunk me does not appear intoxicated. Drunk me can still do her work if I needed to. So I don't know. It's a possibility. Like,
I've
you'd
always
never know
wondered
I
if
was drunk when I'm drunk.
I think we
Huh?
should do that one. I
Do
think you
what?
should dive into that one and explain.
On her?
Was she drunk or did she see something on the plane?
She might have had a case of.
Tracker.
No, no, she had mercritis. See?
Fucking possible,
Exactly.
bro.
Mm, your background is like wild. It's making my eyes cross. Like,
I don't know. I just clicked on it and I was like, I like it. I feel like I'm at the club.
mm,
Good
no,
times.
I don't do the club. I'm too old.
I work in
Like,
one.
like, okay, for people watching, I don't even know. I can't see who's watching or how many people, but basically, when Nikki tried to make us go live initially, she had a in some room with some guy doing the yo-yo, and yeah, I he was asking what our favorite video games or what's the first video game you ever played, and
I was so
my dumb old ass is like, oh, Atari. Yeah, I'm that old.
I was so
I played,
confused.
huh? Do what?
I was
Hi, Leanne. Hi, Mama Bugs. One of my long time friends. Hey, bestie. Meet the other bestie, Nikki. Mama Bugs, Nikki. Um,
hi, welcome to the shit show.
you're right. Basically, back to what I was saying is this lady does not do the internet stuff or the producing of the show. That's me. The first time I let her off the leash tonight, she puts us in some room.
The yo-yo.
He's flinging yo-yos everywhere. I don't even understand. He was like, "Oh my god, they're flying everywhere."
He said, have you ever seen yo-yo? Yeah, when I was a fucking kid.
It was just really strange, and he wouldn't let us talk, and I, I was like, "What are we
I was
doing?"
somebody to like whip out a slinky and we were gonna have a
I don't know. Yeah, he kept saying, "Do you want to battle?" I'm like, "What? I don't
I
have
was
a
like,
yo-yo. Sorry."
I'm sorry, I don't have a yo-yo. I left that at home when I
Right.
moved as a teen.
Right.
I'm so confused. I'm not even gonna
Anyway,
lie.
as we digress, but what we were saying is this is why Miss Nikki doesn't do any of the internet or the producing. She's simply the creator, the host, the writer, and a lot of director. But we keep her off the internet, unless I give
I
her explicit instructions: do this, this, and this. Stay off the internet.
You're
It's
safe here for me, okay?
it's not safe.
Not
Um,
safe, guys. Look, and the thing is like I'm really good. I can do all the research in the world, okay? But I still could use a card catalog in the library and be
oh my
so
god. Mm-mm.
archives and card catalogs and just let my ancient soul be fine, okay? The interwebs are not my friends.
Well, speaking of libraries, what was the one that you wanted me to do on Unexplained? Remember, it was the Vatican?
Oh yeah.
Just don't think there's enough research out there. Like they say, there's some what do you call it? Like some secret files or books or something.
But I feel like hold on, let's see.
But how do
Let's
you
just
even research that? Like if it's secret, it's secret. You can't, like.
oh now you need me. Let me get my card catalog, girl.
Well, I will say that you are an amazing researcher. You do. She finds things that I can't find. I'm like, what? Like, who did you do what with and how? Yeah.
I'll never tell.
Right. But
We might have
yeah.
our own show. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Well,
Yeah.
like this week's case or this week's show on Unexplained, the Kentucky Vampire Cult, I was actually able to get the court transcripts. So that is wild. And like I said earlier, the state of Kentucky, that's all you really need to know about this case. The vampire cults, a
It's
lot of
Kentucky. Like, you don't have to
incest
worry.
and molestation and all
It's
that. Yeah.
definitely just Kentucky. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, I found that article I was telling you about. The keeper of the Vatican secrets is retiring.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah. So you think he'll start talking?
Yeah,
Hopefully. But
I think
until
so.
then, I've hesitated doing that one because where would I even start? Like, yeah, okay, there's secret files there, but what are they? I mean, like, unless we're flying down there and breaking in, I'm not sure where the story would be. So,
I don't know what the like. I feel like we could make this happen. I don't see a problem.
uh, no, we don't bail money. Not that kind anyway. Um, but yeah.
That's
So,
rude.
mm,
I'll
so
tell you though, I really think that if you do like conspiracy theory, like the Vatican stuff under conspiracy theory, I think it'd be a really fun show.
well,
And you
the
wouldn't even do Vatican. You could just do like the church as a whole, like the shit that the
I
Vatican and the church cover up, and like the conspiracies behind it.
I'm kind of standing down on some conspiracies. I got oh god. I don't even know the words. Under fire for Bohemian Grove. I it got banned for a minute. I fought it. It got taken down. Now on YouTube there's a disclaimer on it. So I don't know if you've gone over to YouTube and looked at Unexplained, but the Bohemian Grove episode has a warning on it per the rules of YouTube because they're saying I'm posting false information, but literally it's a true
Dude,
story.
tell me what you're talking
Bohemian
about.
Grove is about 40 miles away from me where I live. So um, you can go watch. I can't remember the name of the show. It's on History Channel. That crew got all the way outside of the grounds of Bohemian Grove and got arrested just for being there. So It's not as if it's a fake story. It's true. Joe
No, but the
Rogan
thing is,
talks about it a lot.
I was thinking, say, I know, what is it? It's like a men's club or a boys
Secret
club.
society for social like elites, you know. You've got presidents. They see the Manhattan Project was born there. So like they're talking nuclear wars while they're drinking Budweisers. I mean, literally, these
Well,
guys,
what do you talk about
dignitaries
when
from
you're
all over
drinking Budweiser?
the right.
God.
I know. But you've got like world leaders, different people from different countries coming there. I know there was an interview with Kid Rock, and he said that he got invited. So he's like, okay, I'll check it out. He didn't last more than 30 minutes. He left. He was like, this is not for me. Um, Joe Rogan talks heavily about it. Um, so it's not like I spread false lies.
But there are
Huh?
people who have actually like tried to speak out about like this, and there's always um backlash for them like trying to speak out and tell anything about this place.
Hmm.
So like, of
That's
course,
just
yours is.
why just kind of standing back on conspiracy for a minute. It uh just the constant emails and the constant restrictions because the and I mean if anybody listens to Unexplained Realms, I don't give my opinion. I don't discuss it or dissect it. I simply tell the story almost in a timeline fashion. I'm a writer, so just reading you a story that I wrote, you know, a news article in a sense with some flavor, you know. Um, so I don't know why it was such a big deal, but it was a little overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it is, but like, you know, I love a good. I'm not gonna lie though, man. I love a good conspiracy theory. Those are my favorite that you do.
My favorite, the one that I did was the Twitter 370. The Twitter user gets like the audio from the Malaysian 370 flight sent to his cell phone. He's like this total pothead. He's smoking weed in his driveway one day. He hears it and went, "What? What's that?"
I told you I would find it and show you. I have the original copy of the book I told you you needed to get.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I told you I'd find it. I found it. Just read it.
Mama
But
Bugs,
no,
do you
I
ever,
love that one.
ever
That one was
listen?
great.
I was asking her, did she ever listen to the show? She should check out the Bohemian Grove episode. It's kind of weird. On the website, I listed, like, I put the document in a PDF file of all of the actual uh, famous people that go to Bohemian Grove, like the makers of Budweiser, the original creators. That family goes there every year. So, well, anyway,
Yeah. So when you did that was okay. So that was probably one of my favorite ones when you did the Twitter 370, and then um,
yay. They said they're gonna go look. Yay! Check out that show. It's fun. Anyway,
you have quite a few that I like.
huh?
Think like it's hard for me to determine which one is my favorite out of them. I have
Mm.
some saved that I love.
My
Of course, I
show?
love the casket. Yeah,
Oh, Casket Girls. That was fun. Your idea.
love the casket.
Which of Yazoo? Your idea. Nikki's
Oh
my.
yeah, I like that one. I send you the stuff that's local around here that you'd never hear about because
Mm,
it's like, um, which is fun.
definitely.
But let's see, hold on. What was the other one? Oh, I think when we did the one about
Which
the murders or whatever, that was fun.
the what?
When we did like the Ouija board, like she was possessed by the Ouija board
Oh,
or
that
whatever.
was on the other show, Lost Common Sense, and that was hilarious. That was on
I
Lost
like
Common Sense,
that.
and do you remember Grandma was running around naked, and that was yeah one of our other
Yeah.
shows, but that show went away. So you know,
For
maybe
sure.
someday again. Huh?
I think you needed a break.
There just wasn't enough. Like, we had a whole crew on that one, and there just wasn't enough support from everyone involved, you know? And
Yeah.
the only reason that it went the way it did was based on that network, you know, the one we won't speak of. Oh,
Yeah.
it says your live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. Reason regulated goods content. What
What?
does that mean? Regulated
Goods.
goods. Oh, is it me? No. What's the goods? What is it? I don't get it. Regulated goods. Your cup or Hey Mama Bugs, what does that mean?
Because I'm
Here,
drinking out of a cup. I don't
yeah,
know. These
her and her hubby are pretty much like skilled TikTok livers. So what does that mean? Restricted goods. That's why they're restricting the live. That's
because that
bizarre.
might be. Because you can eat my asshole.
What? I don't think so. Um. Oh, you're vaping. Get off of it. That's what it is. You're not supposed to vape on camera, I think.
People smoke on here, dude.
I don't
Fuck you,
know.
TikTok.
Yep. My honey just said it's someone. She said someone could just be reporting it too.
Now
Maybe.
that's cool.
My honey
Oh,
said,
guess who just texted me? You want to take a guess?
"Oh, who? Thank you guys. I figured it out. The vape. Who texted you? Oh, okay. Oh, you're frozen. Yeah, I think it does happen with the vapes, like the restricted goods. Miss Nikki, you're frozen. Um. Okay, so I'm being told they're saying that the restriction will go away in like 10 minutes. So stop vaping on camera.
Not gonna.
See, you guys, you can't let her near the interwebs at all.
Don't be so sensitive. You know what? I have my list of issues with the things that they allow on this app, and if my
Oh my
vape is a
God, yeah.
problem, then I promise you, I have plenty to say.
Oh, I know. I've seen some crazy stuff on here. Um, yeah, but
I'll hurt your feelings today. I don't give a shit. I will
mm,
get sit out on my porch and smoke.
right. So back to what our shows here. Relax. Um, for I think for Cocktails and Crime on YouTube. The top show over there is the very first one you and I did together, Chandra May, I believe. Oh, are you frozen again? Hello, are you frozen?
Sorry.
Oh, they were. Tell him to stop texting you.
No.
Um. Anyway, the top show on YouTube for Cocktails and Crimes is Chandra May.
Which is the first one that we ever did together, and it was amazing. That was my
Mhm.
blunder, though, of the first time, like taking my stuff and doing a show not in the studio here, and it.
Oh my God, you were in the toy hauler. That's right. I remember that. Yeah, that
I
was.
was sitting camping, and I was like trying to find somewhere to set all of the stuff up, and it was like the worst.
Mm,
Oh my god, it was such an adventure. But then, like, you know what? We've done a few while I was, while we were out and camping and doing things, and I was like, I got it now. I had to figure it out. I know what I'm doing. I just don't use the interwebs.
so I watched a clip of that the other day and I was cracking up like, "Oh my God." I was actually in my work office because well, there was someone in my space at that time. Never mind. Um so yeah, decided to record in there. Are you there? Uh-oh, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Uh-oh. Did someone flash you or something? Like, is that what happened? Uh-oh.
Something came across.
What?
Something across my phone.
Oh, okay. Do you need to go?
That L word again, bro,
Oh,
and then other stuff.
live.
Yeah,
It says live is gonna end. Why is it gonna end?
you have to
What's
like match the
happening?
puzzle piece because I don't
I
know.
just
It's
did. I
weird.
just did. But like I said, we own. Well, I own our own platform, and it's like so easy for us. We've used it for years now, and coming on here, we're all like, "What is that? What is happening?" So yeah, we're
So
confused here.
look, okay, it's not that I love getting on here and just like scrolling and like
Yeah.
I'll have
Yeah.
like see other people's lives and like all that fun stuff, but I'm
Mm,
just not a like so everybody anybody that knows me knows like I'm actually not comfortable on camera at all.
neither
And
of us
doing so
forever
when I wanted
now.
to do the podcast originally, I wanted to do audio only so that it was just my voice because I feel like I have the perfect face for radio. Um, so I just wanted to do audio. I didn't want to do video. And of course, we know how that all transpired and how we got to where we are. And so, like, getting me to be where like I'm okay with being on camera is still like kind of an act. I'm just not like it's not really my thing. And
Mm,
so, of course, going to TikTok Live is like obviously something that like doesn't happen. Um,
right. And I
and
mean,
so
it's
like
the same for me. I don't like that's why I did audios, you know. Yeah, see Mama Bugs, she watches lives but doesn't want to get in the boxes too much either. I totally get it. Like that's kind of how we are. We don't
yeah,
want to get
no,
in.
I'm really good with like I love hopping on. Like I have so many friends. Like I hop on theirs. And like I'll show them love, send them like roses and be like, "Hey, I'm here," whatever. But like I am not a go live myself. Um, when I first got TikTok, and it was like I think you had to have more followers or whatever to go live. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get all these followers to go live. And then I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna make TikToks. I don't even
Mm,
know like I don't have a niche on like making a TikTok that's gonna like make me popular on the TikTok platform.
mm-mm.
And
Right.
I don't
I
know. Like
never actually thought about going live until someone said something about it the other day, and I was like, maybe we should. I
I
don't
think that it's
know.
good. I think we should like plan to do it more.
Maybe.
Um,
I
but
think we should
like
do Q&As too, and if some of our fans have the ability to jump in here with us, they can ask questions or request cases or give us like ideas or give me ideas unexplained. Sometimes I lack the like I don't know what to write this week. I mean, it's not like we don't have a giant arsenal of story ideas. It's just a matter of finding like so you're not like I don't know. Um oh yeah, Mama Bugs, you haven't really done a lot of lives at all. I think I've seen you in other people's occasionally, but not on your own. We'll have to have her on. I don't know. Are you a true crime fan, Mama Bugs? Oh, Papa Bugs. Now that's my partner in crime. Like, he's Colorado Paranormal, and I don't know. Did you
oh
watch that, Nikki? Did you watch that? I did that interview on Unexplained with my friend Papa Bugs. Is James from Colorado Paranormal? He's the owner and creator of it. Him and I have known
yeah, I caught it.
him.
You sent it to me.
Yeah, him and his wife, Mama Bugs, who's here. I think I've known them like 20 years or something, and good friends. And Papa Bugs, James and I have actually been on investigations together in our area with other groups. And yes, that's my cowboy. He's my cowboy. I call him that every time we see him. But yeah, we've actually gone on actual paranormal investigations together. Not our group, but we were invited to go along, and we got to follow a paranormal group through a funeral home where they cremated people, crematorium.
How
And
fun.
yeah,
We
it
have
was
one we've done a lot of investigations at, and it's like the oldest one in the area or whatever. And so they used to allow us to go in, but I think somebody actually just bought it recently. So I'm trying to stay my phone, but it doesn't want to balance. It keeps wanting to fall over. But no, stop trying to fall. Would you please get your? It's not wanting to cooperate. My phone is almost dead.
Oh, well, we probably need to get off of here anyway. So, we'll come back maybe in a couple days after we do the Missy Beavers part two. You guys, this one, it's a wild one, Missy Beavers. It's part one's up on YouTube. Check it out. See if you can figure out who done it, and we'll do part two and
So
come back live, and then you
yeah,
can maybe
the
throw your guys' theories out. Wait, Nikki, ready? It's a man.
woman.
It's a man.
Woman.
You guys, you'll have to go watch the show to figure out what we're talking about. But yeah, it's man. It's a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, man. Woman.
Anyway, we should get going.
Yeah. No, this has been fun. We'll definitely do it again. I'll be more prepared. I'll actually have like a better setup for it. But no, I think it was good. I had fun. Um, definitely start. We need to put some clips out, I guess, and like kind of plan to do.
Yeah. And listen, I'm going to take control. We're not getting in some stranger's room with yo-yos flying, and no, that's not happening again, ever again. Then you know what, you guys? She sticks us in this room with some guy that's in, I don't know, he's flinging yo-yos everywhere. And then she jumps out, and I'm stuck in here with this guy, and he disappears, and a toothless woman comes on, and she's like, "Do you want to play? You're pretty." Oh my God,
No,
you left me there.
I
This
was
is
like, get
why
out of it. Like, we're gonna try
I
again.
didn't understand what that meant. Like,
I was like,
I didn't know.
get out. Like,